वैकुंठ गुणानु वर्णने, वैकुंठ गुणानु वर्णने.
Hare Krishna. So, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 9, text number 18 and 19. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jamadharayat. Text 18. This chapter is entitled as Brahma's Prayer for Creative Energy. Yasmad vibhemiyaham api deepararthadishnam adhyasitaha sakala loka namaskritam yat tepe tapa bahusvava avaruru samanas tashmai namo Bhagavate Dhimakhaya Tubhyam. Translation. Your Lordship, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are indefatigable time and the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Although I am situated in an abode which will continue to exist for a time duration of 2 pararthas, although I am the leader of all other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many years of penance for self-realization, still I offer my respects unto you. Purport given by Srila Prabhupada. Brahma is the greatest personality in the universe because he has the longest duration of life. He is the most respectable personality because of his penance, influence, prestige, etc. And still he has to offer his respectful obeisances unto the Lord. Therefore, it is incumbent upon all others who are far below the standard of Brahma to do as he did and offer respects as a matter of duty. Text 19. Tiryan manusya vibudadishu jiva jonishu atme chayatma krita setu paripshayayaha Reme nirasta vishayapi avaruddha dehas Tasmai namo bhagavate purushottamaya Tiryan manusya vibudadishu jiva janisho Atme chayatma krita setu paripshayayaha Reme nirasta vishayapi avaruddha dehas Tasmai namo bhagavate purushottamaya Tiryan manusya vibudadishu jiva jonishu Atme chayatma krita setu paripshayayaha Reme nirasta vishayapi avaruddha dehas Tasmai namo bhagavate purushottamaya. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O my Lord, by your own will you appear in the various species of living entities. among animals lower than human beings as well as among the demigods, to perform your transcendental pastimes. You are not affected by material contamination. You come just to fulfill the obligations of your own principles of religion. And therefore, O Supreme Personality, I offer my obeisances unto you for manifesting such different forms. Purport. The Lord's incarnations in different species of life are all transcendental. He appears as a human being in his incarnations of Krishna, Rama, etc. But he is not a human being. Anyone who mistakes him for an ordinary human being is certainly not very intelligent. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.11. Avajananti mam modha manushim tanum ashritam. The same principle is applicable when he appears as the hog or fish incarnations. They are transcendental forms of the Lord and are manifested under certain necessities of his own pleasures and pastimes. Such manifestations of the transcendental forms of the Lord are accepted by him mostly to enliven his devotees. All his incarnations are manifested whenever there is a need to deliver his devotees and maintain his own principles. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Talashmata Jaya Kapala Sumita Namo Acharya Padaya Kaya Kapala Katha Dhamadaya Namo Guruvi Guru Chandra Radhika Tatala Krishna Krishna Bhakta Bhakta Mantra Guru Arjata Shikha. So these two verses, especially the previous one where Brahmaji is saying, still I offer my respects unto you. Before that he gives his own credentials as I am situated in an abode which will continue to exist for a time duration of 2 pararthas. We are on the second parartha now, second 50 years, second half. And although I am the leader of all other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many years of penance for self-realization, so Brahmaji is not ignorant about his position, but at the same time he is not also boasting his position. He is completely in cognizance that these are all given by Krishna. And therefore he says, still I offer my respectful obeisances, pranam unto you, my respects unto you. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, it is incumbent upon all others who are far below the standard of Brahma to do so as he did and offer respects as a matter of duty. So in any pastime there are 2 aspects. One is information and the other one is the lesson. Or we can say in the truth, the information and the truth, which in Sanskrit we can say as tattva and tattva. So tattva is the information and tattva is what we can learn. So what is the information here? The information is Brahmaji is offering prayers to Krishna, which is quite natural. Everyone offers prayers to Krishna. But it's not actually so ordinary as we are thinking. From our perspective, if we see that Brahma is the boss of all the universes. In one universe he is the boss. He is the creator of that Brahmanda. So he is also aware that he is also his own boss. He is not the boss of boss. The boss of boss is Krishna. So, what can we learn from here? Many times we see that if we are given little responsibility, then immediately we are puffed up because of the false ego. So prayer is an integral part of our sadhana. It's not only a routine that every day you have to go to the deity and pray. It is the very life of a devotee. And Brahma, being the topmost devotee in the universe, he is showing us, he is the primemost Mahajanas. He is showing us by his own example that how one should always be in Krishna consciousness. So, when Srila Prabhupada made this organization as Krishna Conscious Society, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we can see that from whom we can get the inspiration to be Krishna conscious, even from Lord Brahma, down to all the Parampara Acharyas. They are always praying to Krishna. So we are actually nothing but made of Krishna's grace. And Brahmaji was fully aware of this fact. He was not thinking that because I am the creator, therefore I can do whatever I like and I don't have to pay obeisances to anyone. So similarly, if he can do that, then why should not we? We are nothing in comparison to Lord Brahma. Therefore Srila Prabhupada took that and put it in purport that it is incumbent upon all others. Actually, Krishna consciousness is to keep this in mind every single moment, that we are actually nothing and nothing but then Krishna's grace, made of Krishna's grace. We can see that all our acharyas in our parampara, whoever he may be, everyone has prayed to Krishna. And like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Narottam Das Thakur and all other prominent Vaishnava composers, so many prayers they have composed just to offer their respect to Krishna and identifying their own position as a very, very insignificant, infinitesimal part in the whole creation. So even though we are insignificant, but if we can connect ourselves with the most significant Krishna, then our existence is successful. Otherwise it is simply a farce to show us as a devotee. The very word devotee comes from devotion. So if there is no devotion, then the word devotee is actually meaningless. It's a devotee, but no devotion. And what is devotion? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Bandhanam, etc. So in every single limb of bhakti, it's all full of prayers. All these 9 limbs of bhakti. In Srimad Bhagavatam we can see canto by canto. In first canto started with Kunti Mahani's prayer. And then Bhishmadev's prayer. In the second canto there is Brahma's prayer. In the third canto we can again see that Brahma is praying. And then Devavati is praying to Kapil Dev. In the fourth canto we see Prithu Maharaj is praying. So similarly in the fifth canto we see Maharaj Rahugan is praying to Bharat Maharaj. In the sixth canto Dhritarashtra is praying. In the seventh canto Prahlad Maharaj is praying. In the eighth canto Gajendra is praying. So everywhere there is prayer. And the topmost pinnacle, 10th canto, who is praying? The gopis are also praying to Krishna. Gopya, Uchuhu, they are also praying to Krishna. So the moment we are disconnected from prayer, we do not offer our prayer, our respects in complete knowledge of Krishna, that we are actually nothing without Krishna's mercy. So prayer is a expression of a grateful heart. So if we are not grateful to Krishna, then we are actually grateful. So the attitude of gratitude is so important for a devotee. Even if a single moment, if we forget that it is only due to Krishna's blessings we are continuing our life, the life will be worse than hell without Krishna's grace. Like the way I am speaking now, we all are hearing. So all these powers have been given by Krishna only. If Krishna doesn't want, then right this moment I'll be stopped. And you all cannot hear anything. So all these are arranged by Krishna. So when somebody says that, Prabhu, it is very difficult to remember Krishna, I find it very ridiculous. Why it is very difficult to remember Krishna? We are actually nothing other than Krishna's mercy. Nothing but than Krishna's grace. Every single breathing we are getting from Krishna. So what should be the duty of a devotee? A sincere devotee who realizes that all the breathing, or every single breathing is coming from Krishna. Then every single breathing should be utilized for Krishna's service, Krishna, remembering Krishna. It happens so that we forget this. We all have heard the word empowered, right? So we are all are empowered. Empowered means this is not self-power. It's a given power. Somebody has invested the power within us. But the moment we forget it, then we are completely zero. So there is a pastime I'm recalling now from Purana, from Kenopanishad. Yeah, this is from Kenopanishad. At one time the demigods, they were victorious upon the demons, and they are all rejoicing. They threw a party. We are all enjoying in the heavenly planets. And that time, when they were in the party mood, some people I have seen they were wearing t-shirt, party mood on. So the demigod's party mood was on. And all of a sudden, a stranger came there. And the messenger informed this to Indra. That there is a person who we can see in our place, but he is unknown to us. He is a stranger. The Indra sent Pavandev. You see, Pavan, you go and check. So the wind god came and he asked, "Dear sir, please reveal your identity. Who are you?" So the personality said, "Yes, I will, but before that I would like to know who are you." "Oh, you don't know me? I am wind god. I am the god of air and I can... So what is your profile? Tell me something about you." "I can blow everything within a moment. I am so powerful. Everything in the whole universe I can blow." "Wow, that's great. Can you please blow this dry grass I am putting it in front of you?" Then Pavandev thought, this is nothing. But it didn't happen like that. He invested all his power, his energy, but he could not move the grass even an inch, even a millimeter. So he was insulted, he felt insulted. And with down head he went back to Indra and said that I have no face to ask him who is he. because I am already insulted. I am sorry for that. Then Indra said, okay, let's send a fire god. Agni should go. So Agni came. And in a similar way he asked his identity. And in the same manner the person also asked, who are you? First tell your identity, then I am revealing my identity. Then he said that I am Hutashan, Hutabhuk, Vaishyanar. So many names Agnidev got. He said, so it seems you are a very powerful person. Yes, indeed. So please exhibit your power. This dry grass, burn it. So he invested all his power, but he could not do anything. The grass was intact. And he said, I am sorry. He also left. And he said, Maharaj, it's not possible to know him. It seems that he is a very extraordinary personality. So Indra thought that, okay, let me go and check. These people are not useful, so let me go. So Indra was coming to the scene, and right that moment that stranger was actually disappeared. He was not willing to give darshan to this proud Indra. You see, when a guest comes, according to the Vaishnava etiquette, usually the main person comes from the home and to receive. So Indra thought that, okay, let me send Agni and Vayu. Why should I go? Anyway, so that unknown personality, he spoke from the sky that you cannot see me. I just came to remind you that the reason why you have thrown this party, the person who is behind all your victory is me. It's not you. Just to show that this fire god and wind god could not do anything in front of me. So please come back to your senses. So then they understood, actually we are helpless, we are completely helpless other than Krishna's mercy. So this helplessness mood is so important in devotional life. So sometime it may happen that Krishna will empower us, Guru will empower us, but we should never forget. Just because of their empowerment, we are able to do so many things. But if we forget our true identity, which is what? 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair. So small. So small that you can't even see it. It's invisible. But when I go out, if people don't say me, Hare Krishna, you have not seen me? Why have not greeted me? But we should understand that actually our real identity is we are invisible. We are invisible. So why should people see me? It is almost no existence. we are all, of course we are existing, but it's almost because we are not even microscopic. We are lower than microscopic, smaller than microscopic. Therefore, this is what the teachings of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, as propounded by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Trinad api sunichana taroriva sahishnuna. Trinad api sunichena. How many of us, while coming to this temple, was counting the grasses on the street? Anyone counted the grass? Do you have grass near your home or your room? Everyone has grass around their house. So, have we ever counted the grass in our life? Who counts grass? Because it's so insignificant. It's so insignificant. Mahaprabhu says, you are lower than the grass. So why should people count on you? But I think, no. How can they miss my name? So this is what our acharyas have taught. Once Srila Prabhupada was in Germany and he was giving a Bhagavatam class, morning Bhagavatam class. sitting on the Vyasasana. And Srila Prabhupada was speaking on the Varnashrama, the 4 castes, the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. So Prabhupada is saying the Brahmins are first class, and then Kshatriyas are second class, Vaishyas are third class and Shudras are fourth class. It is nothing to insult anybody, just an operational bifurcation, a categorization. So then there is one Brahman boy in that class, and he said that, what do you think? Are you first class? Prabhupada said, no, I am 5th class. I am 5th class. So the next morning, Srila Prabhupada told that, don't give me the Vyasasana. Let me sit on the floor. Because there are certain people in the world, they think that they are high class people. So even if we are given some special adhikar to do something, we are actually all adhikaris, right? Therefore the devotees are sometimes adhikari, uttam adhikari, madhyam adhikari and kanishta adhikari. So higher authority and middle authority and the lower authority. It's all based on their level of Krishna consciousness. One who is fully Krishna conscious, 100% Krishna conscious, he is Uttam Adhikari. Means he knows that I am Lord than the grass. So in the spiritual world, the law of gravity is actually ulta, is opposite. The lower you go, the higher you are being pulled by Krishna. In the material world, if you always become humble and meek, people will exploit you. That's the material world. The spiritual world, one becomes humbler and humbler and humbler, and Krishna makes him the bigger and bigger and bigger. So there are so many stories, pastimes throughout our scriptures, where it's actually humility that brings that attracts Krishna's attention, by which Krishna is pleased and allows us to do some service. But if we forget that empowerment, that our situation will be like this, wind god and air god. So therefore, the teachings of all Vaishnava Acharyas is that always remain situate in your own position. So being in our real identity, true identity. We also see that when Brahmaji was praying to Krishna just before starting the creation, in the 2nd canto, he said that please do not make me fall victim of the false ego that I am the creator. Actually, you are the creator. You are maintainer, you are annihilator, everything. But since you have given me very kindly this service of creation, let me just execute it on your behalf, remembering always your lotus feet. So this is so important. It's the most important part in the spiritual life. The moment we forget this very fact that we are nothing but of Krishna's grace, then we will immediately get disconnected from Krishna consciousness. We forget Krishna. And when we forget Krishna, what happens? There is a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the moment we forget Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the easiest thing becomes most difficult. And the most difficult things become so easy as soon as we remember Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's all Krishna's grace by which we are actually existing. So sometimes we think that, okay, I am chanting 64 rounds, I am every day attending Mangalarti, I am doing so many sadhana, and the authority has given me so much of service. And we start to feel prominent. Because we forget that this is given by somebody. The chair where we are sitting now, even the chair was not made by me. Is it Prabhu? The chair was made by the furniture wala. The carpenter has made the chair. and somebody had put the cushion on it, and it has two handles, looks very nice, and everyone comes and garlands me. So, we are the boss. But within even a second, we can't even breathe, what to speak of boasting. So this is what then Krishna actually reveals us. So that's the process of realization in Krishna consciousness through our humility. Like Arjuna, when he approached Krishna, he submitted himself to Krishna. But the same Bhagavad Gita was told to Dhritarashtra also, isn't it? Because Dhritarashtra was the listener of the whole Bhagavad Gita, and from a pure devotee, Sanjay. But what is the use? Zero use. Like we have zero waste, there is zero use. There is no use. Because he was not willing to submit himself unto Krishna's desire. So this is when we are finally tuned with Krishna's desire, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and let him be that. I cannot take his position. The Mayavadis, they think that I will take Krishna's position, I will become the Lord. And Krishna gives them eternal punishment of merging into the effulgence. And then they themselves become tired of it. And they say, no, let me go and open some schools and give some charity and come back. So, a devotional life is actually blissful, very, very blissful when we understand our real situation, our real constitutional position. Because here Krishna is the boss. If I want to become boss, Krishna says, I'm sorry, only one boss allowed. Get out, and I will give you the material world you enjoy. But when we come here, then we understand this world is actually not for my enjoyment, there is only suffering. So, therefore, we all should always pray to Krishna. Krishna, please, whenever you are giving me some energy to do something, let me also remember, let me also keep that in my mind, it is all your empowerment. It's my spiritual master's empowerment, it's Srila Prabhupada's empowerment, it's ultimately it's Krishna's empowerment. If we forget that, then we can't do anything. We see that when Krishna disappeared after his Antardhan, Arjuna could not do anything. He was not even able to lift the Gandiva. But that same Arjuna could easily move the Gandiva and kill everybody. But he could not even lift that Gandiva because empowerment was taken. So, if we forget that very fact, then we will never become blissful in Krishna consciousness. The moment when we are on our own, our real constitutional position as a servant of the 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 infinite number, unlimited numbers of servant we are, then we become blissful. Because then Krishna accepts us and we are connected. If a Kebal is proud that I am the source of electricity, is it correct? He is only flowing the electricity. Rather, he should feel fortunate that I am being used for some electricity flow. So similarly, we are all used. We are actually not great. We are simply grateful. Because the moment we think great, then Krishna will immediately show us our real identity. And then gone, everything is gone. So the Krishna conscious life is based on this principle, understanding our insignificance. So then the devotee becomes blissful when he feels insignificant. There is an intense bliss in feeling yourself insignificant. But what we feel? Not in. We are actually insignificant, but we think that we are important. We are important. There is also another word which sounds like important. If you just remove the R. Huh? So without Krishna's grace, we will be that. Without Krishna, we are nothing. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, I am the power of the man. So without Krishna, we are nothing. So that's what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya, he resonates, we can see this is the same thing is resonating in his prayers also. So without you, Krishna, I am nothing. It's only your mercy. So therefore I want to become fully surrendered unto you and dedicated unto you. It's all because of your mercy. Tumi to maribe jare ketare rakhite pare tabo ichha bosh tribhuvan. If you want to kill anyone, someone, then who can protect him? Tabo ichha bosh tribhuvan. The whole universe is under your supervision, under your control. তব ইচ্ছা মতো গ্রহগণ অবিরত শুভাশুভ ফল করে দান. The constellation on the sky, the planets, various planets, they are giving good, auspicious and inauspicious result because Krishna wants that. It's because of Krishna's desire, Krishna's will. If Krishna wants the inauspicious planets should give auspicious result, they are forced to do it. If Krishna doesn't want, they cannot give. So similarly, it's all because of Krishna's mercy. Therefore, a devotee, even while being engaged in all his activities, he are always Krishna conscious. He knows what is the goal of my life. So what should be the priority in my life? The priority is to become Krishna conscious, is to remain in that insignificant position. Otherwise, how can Bhaktivinoda Thakur, such a massively important personality, could think himself as so low? Ami to kukur, tumi to Thakur, you are my Thakur and I am your dog, I am your kukur. So you can see in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's life also that how he was always remained Krishna conscious throughout his responsibilities and duties. I was looking at Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's daily routine, which is quite fascinating. In one of his lectures, Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj said that if possible you should follow it, if possible. But even thinking of his schedule is also mind-blowing. 7:30 to 8 p.m. he would take rest. And 10 p.m. he would rise, light oil lamp and write. From 10 to 4 he would write, and at 10 o'clock he would take rest. At 10 to 4 he would take rest, and 4 o'clock he would rise, and 4:30 he would rise. 4 o'clock he would take rest, and 4 to 4:30 he would take rest, and 4:30 he would rise. Then wash hands and face, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At 7 a.m. he would write letters. 7 to 7:30 he would write letters. 7:30 to 8:30 he would read. From 8:30 to 9:30 he would receive guests or continue to read. From 9:30 to 9:45 he would take some rest, 15 minutes rest, and then from 9:45 to 9:55. 9:45 to 9:55 means 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, what he would do? He would take his morning shower, breakfast of half quart milk, couple of chapatis and some fruits. So bathing and taking breakfast in 10 minutes. How many 10 minutes we spoil in our life in a day? At 9:55 he would go for the court. He would wear coat and pants to court with double-sized Tulasi neck beads and Vaishnava tilak. He was very strong in his decisions. He would decide immediately. He didn't allow any humbug in his court. No upstart could stand before him. He would shave his head monthly. He never allowed harmonium in his Sankirtan, considering it a distraction from the sound of the Nama Prabhu. And he never had any dates. At 10 o'clock, the court began, and he would come home at 1 p.m. From 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. he would come back to home and take a shower and refresh. And 2 p.m. he would return to the office again. 5 p.m. translating works from Sanskrit to Bengali. From 5 he would start that. And again at 7:30 he would take rest. So that's how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur would continue his daily life. Remembering Krishna all the time, making Krishna the priority of life. So we have to see what we are doing in our life. How much time we are actually Krishna conscious, and how much time we are actually people conscious. Talking about him, speaking about her, what that Mataji has done, what this Prabhu has done. So devotee's life is it's a life full of purpose and urgency. The devotee is defined by the sense of purpose and the sense of urgency. The purpose of life is to get back to Krishna, to become Krishna conscious. And when do I have to become Krishna conscious? Which day I should become Krishna conscious? Tomorrow? Or Friday? Or on the weekends? Especially in many places, the weekends we are all devotees. Part-time devotee. But throughout the week we are in another world. And this is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur set the example before us. So we have to become Krishna conscious now, right now. We don't have time. And then we can truly pray to Krishna. Krishna, please do not let me forget you in the next moment. So prayer is not an activity of the day. A devotee's life is prayer. Every single moment is praying to Krishna. He does things, but with a prayerful mood. That's what the purport of this, the implied understanding of the Brahma's prayerful mood unto Krishna. He is doing such a huge job of creation, but he never forgets Krishna even for a moment. Fully Krishna conscious. International Society for Krishna Consciousness, founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. For this reason he has made ISKCON. Everyone should become totally absorbed in Krishna, in all his activities. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahashaya ki jai, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Appearance Day Festival ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. Any questions, comments, reflections, corrections? We have 4 more minutes. Abhay Charan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mani Gopal Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class and reminding us that we must be humble and grateful during our services. So my question was, in the purport, the last word, it says to do as he did and offer respect as a matter of duty. I was wondering if you can just maybe say a little comment on that, because I might be thinking, what does that mean? Maybe I could just say, I would think that as a matter of duty means you pray even if sometimes that feeling is not there. Just every day you must have this, do this as a duty. But maybe I'm wrong in that sense. So could you say something?
Yes, your point is also valid. But let's start from ABCD. So Srila Prabhupada said, at least as a matter of duty you pray. So then from duty gradually comes the feelings of love. So at least as a matter of duty, because if it is being written as, if Prabhupada would say that as a matter of your love, okay, I don't have love, I will not pray. So even if you don't have love, as Brahmananda Prabhu or Gargamuni Prabhu say, right, bow down, then you will feel. So as a matter of duty, at least you pray. But then we have discussed why should we pray. Because without prayer we are actually nothing. So when you start to pray to Krishna, then Krishna sees at least, okay, this wretched fellow, at least he has come to me and praying to me. So then Krishna is going to enlighten us that you should not pray only as a matter of duty, but also with feelings. So it starts with as a matter of duty. That's what my understanding.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Rasamanityananda Prabhu.
Nice class. I was thinking that you gave the example like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and I see about Haridas Thakur also. He's chanting 192 rounds. And so how I can keep my mood also prayerful, because they are always in the prayerful mood. But I see like this prayerful mood is not there all the time. We are just like as a duty, as you said. So how to get that mood?
Therefore, Srila Prabhupada recommended that one should always sing the prayers written by the Vaishnava Acharyas. Even if we do not have the mood, proper mood right now, never mind, we can sing from Bhaktivinoda Thakur, from Narottam Das Thakur and all the Acharyas. They have shown us how to pray. So I have no feelings, but at least the moment you start to sing, Amaro Jivana Sada Paperato, it reminds us, right? Wow, so many papas I have done in my life. So otherwise I will not say. Actually, these all prayers are composed by the Acharyas for us actually. They also, it's not that they are artificial, they are also feeling for Krishna. But it is a treasure given to us that we can, if we do not have that proper attitude or mood, at least we sing with attention. Many a times we just sing. Patita pavana hetu tavayavatara moshama patita prabhu na paibeyara. Hey, check whether they are showing me on the screen. Check. Moshama patita prabhu. Sorry. That kind of feelings comes, right? How beautiful singer am I. They are showing on the screen, look. So it's not matching. What you are speaking and what you are feeling, it's not matching. So at least the moment when you sing, you be attentive on the song, on the words. Then, Moshama Potitav na paiba. Truly, I am so fallen that even while singing this, I am thinking about the TV monitor. So fallen am I. Krishna. Moshama Potita Prabhu na paipyar. So we read and we attentively read. Actually, it is all the prayers given by the Acharyas are to remind us Krishna. From morning till night, whatever prayers we are doing, even the Arati songs also, it is to remind us Krishna. So, even if we don't have that prayerful mood, we can be attentive. We can contemplate, meditate on that sentence, what they are saying. Prabhu tava padachuke mor nivedan. Nahi mage deho shuk vidya dhanajan. But I am always looking for vidya, dhana and jana. Wow! Krishna, please help me, Krishna. I don't want to get all this. I want to get only your mercy. So every single prayer should be sung with attention. Attention is the gateway of devotion. You see, if you are not attentive, it's clearly visible that you are not devoted. Some guest came to you, Prabhu, take this puri, this dal. No attention, just without any care. So at least give it some little attention and care. So our devotion starts from that place. Attention. So be attentive. But inattention brings distraction which leads us to destruction. But we have to be attentive there first. And then attention, when Krishna can see that we are actually trying to become, to absorb us in that mood. So then he reciprocates. It's not my power that I can become, oh Krishna, I am so prayerful to you. Even that mood also comes from Krishna, by Krishna's empowerment. So Krishna, please help me so that I can become truly prayerful to you. So let me understand that I have to understand your glories. Let me understand that, Krishna. So it's all Krishna's mercy. That's where actually Krishna consciousness begins. That we understand that even we can't even pray without Krishna's mercy. So Krishna, I am praying so that I can pray nicely, I can pray properly to you. So it starts from attention. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. You said a very important point of that urgency. In my case, staying in Dham, it's very easy not to feel this urgency. Why is it I don't feel this urgency, or how do I develop this urgency?
Therefore one should go out of Dham sometime. Travel, preach, and then, oh my goodness, let me go back to Dham. And just few days back, I am coming back from Bangalore, and I was feeling, when I will be back? As soon as I cross this Chogacha gate, I feel, Shumayapur Dham ki jai. Then you can feel rejuvenated. So one should not sit always in the Dham. Dham is not for enjoyment, Dham is for service. So let's go out and preach and help other devotees and see the material world, then you can appreciate Dham. Oh, no. Krishna is so merciful, Mahaprabhu is so merciful. And while being in the Dham also, Prabhu, it's a deep topic what you have started, but we are on the verge of ending the class. But I must say that one should be, it depends on your association. Even while being in the Dham, it's not that we can mix and associate with everyone here. With due respect to all the Vaishnavas, devotees, but what Srila Rupa Goswami's instruction is, Sajati Ashaya Snigdhavari, like-minded, affectionate, advanced. These three qualities should be there. Otherwise, while being in the Dham, this urgency feeling will not come. It won't come. So therefore, every day you have to listen to Srila Prabhupada's lectures, read Srila Prabhupada's books, make notes, and contemplate on that, and feel, try to meditate that what good fortune I got in this life. How many devotees actually in our movement now truly contemplate on this, our good fortune? By Srila Prabhupada's mercy, got this. So you have to do that. So then you will see that 24 hours is gone, just feeling that, by feeling that. But if you don't do that, then this loose mentality will come. Okay, I'm in Dham. That's a very, very bad mentality. I'm in Dham, I don't have to do anything. I'll just carried away by the flow. No, it's not guaranteed. We are in Dhama means it is a favorable atmosphere. But if I am in the congenial atmosphere, I don't utilize it, then what is the purpose? Of course, we will get some benefit, but we have to utilize it. Krishna said, Anta kalecha mameva smaranamukta kalevaram. Krishna could say that Anta kalecha, you live in this dham, that dham, and you come back to me. He said, smaranamukta kalevaram. So you have to remember. So that feeling should be there. Your house is on fire, Prabhu. So you should feel that. No. Can you please get me some burgers? Your house is burning and you are eating burgers. Right? So means you have to feel that. No, any moment. Therefore, devotee should think of death. It's good. It's good to think of death. So then the urgency feelings will come. This much of anartha, this much of lifetime. How much work we have to do? How can't you be intense in devotional life? There is no other way to become intense in the spiritual practices. Now I don't have time. Everyone in the material world, they don't have time. Nobody has time. You go and, can I speak? No, I have to go to the office. But we devotees are all because I am devotee. No, it will not happen like that. Okay, Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hare, Vancha Kalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhu.